Hi everybody. I was reading an article this morning. I think Robin O'Brien posted it. And it was an article on pesticides and how it's been linked to childhood cancers and different diseases in children. I mean adults too, but just children are so much more sensitive to it. And it got me thinking about a conversation I recently had with somebody. Maybe somebody who was a little bit more of a skeptic and like, I don't buy into all this stuff being bad for us. And there's a lot of things that we put in our bodies on a regular basis that are generally recognized as safe by whoever the body that kind of oversees that stuff. And that's all fine and good. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I think that there's a lot of times when the research is bad and it's not there, and we overreact a little bit. But this is the point that I'm trying to make, and I felt compelled to do a quick video. So maybe the pesticides in the itty bitty tiny little doses, maybe it isn't as bad as we think. Maybe the food dyes in our products and our foods that we eat, maybe they are generally safe. Maybe the plastics that we eat our food out of, maybe they're not as bad as some of us fear. But the problem, and maybe the household cleaners that we use, and we're constantly breathing in and all those chemicals, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe bleach isn't that bad. But what about all of those things combined together on an every single day basis in our bodies? What about all the face lotions and creams and perfumes and sprays and air fresheners and pesticides and food dyes and all of that stuff all together? That isn't tested. So maybe they test this one little teeny little product and say, no, it's safe. It's in such small doses, it's not a problem. But what if when you combine all of those things together? I have a hard time accepting the fact that all of these chemicals and all of the increases in rates of asthma, allergies, autism, cancer, I have a hard time not believing that that's related. Nothing else has changed as much in our modern lifestyle as the things that we're exposed to that have created in a lab. Nothing's changed as much as that has in our lifetimes. Genetics don't change that fast. We don't evolve as a species that fast. These modern diseases, these modern challenges that we're having, they have to be coming from somewhere. And I suspect it's a combination of all of those things that I just said. So no, I'm not blaming glycophosphate for everything. I'm not blaming gluten for everything. I'm not blaming red 40 for everything. But all of those things together and our tiny little babies, all those little bodies and their tiny little livers trying to process all of those chemicals, yeah, I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem. And I think that there's a lot that we can do if we just give a shit, So that's a big part of the reason I do this and why I'm talking about this and why I care about cleaners. Because I'm not somebody who spends a lot of time cleaning my house. I'm not going to lie. If you came over right now, I'd be embarrassed. It's a disaster. But when I do use cleaning products, I try and use the ones that are safe to breathe in. And I try to avoid the exposure to those other things. So just food for thought. Just wanted to share that with you guys.